Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Interim management of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) says the project for the construction of the Commission's corporate headquarters in Port Harcourt is on course and will be commissioned in no distant time. Acting Managing Director of the NDDC, Professor Kemebradikumo Pandey, gave the assurance recently at a media parley in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. Chika Bodozi tells us more.
Professor Pandey and other top officials of the NDDC recently took journalists on an inspection tour of the Commission's corporate headquarters in Port Harcourt. Contrary to claims in the media that it was another white elephant project awarded by the NDDC, our crew discovered that the Commission's corporate headquarters in Port Harcourt was nearing completion and almost ready for use. Professor Pandey, who had already relocated to the Commission's new corporate headquarters, attributed the significant progress achieved so far to the support of President MAMODE Buhari and Minister for Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Gradual.
This has been made possible by the support of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President MAMODE Buhari, the untiring efforts of the Minister of the Niger Delta, Senator Gradual. He's been a minister for less than 1 year, and he took this headquarters building, the completion, as a key project. It's a cumulative effort that has led to this day. Give all the glory to God.
Contract for the construction of a corporate headquarters of the NDDC was awarded almost 3 decades ago by the defunct Oil Mineral Producing Areas Development Commission, OMPADEC, which was replaced by the NDDC through an Act of Parliament in the year 2000. Construction work commenced on site in 2006, but the project failed to see the light of day on account of the Commission's poor project management culture. Under the NDDC, it was re-awarded several times but could not be completed on account of delayed payments and contractors' inability to meet approved specifications. On assumption of office in 2019, Senator Akpabio decided to conclude all previous contractual agreements and took further steps to revive the project. At the moment, the project is at its conclusion stage and will be ready for commissioning in the shortest time possible.
Pictures were posted and somebody said it was Photoshop. I believe that our presence here will put a stop to a lot of unnecessary debates on social media. All things being given, we believe that this place will be commissioned in the shortest possible time. Our presence here is already showing you that commissioning is very round the corner.
Always willing to give account of its stewardship, the Professor Pandey-led interim management of the NDDC recently fielded questions from the Niger Delta Youth Movement on the status of the Commission's corporate headquarters project. At a recent meeting with Niger Delta youth leaders, Professor Pandey and his team were taken to task on how the Commission's funds had been appropriated since their appointment in February this year. The youth specifically demanded clarifications on a contract awarded in April 2020 for an emergency supply and delivery of medical equipment to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as an alleged misappropriation of 49 billion naira by the Commission's interim management.
We deem it fit that if an allegation is being made, that there should be need for clarification, there should be need for us to be here today to know exactly what is actually happening, because we see this as a commonwealth and we would not allow it to be used as a conduit pipe to siphon money that belongs to the entire Niger Delta region.
Professor Pandey, in his response, maintained that apart from the supply and delivery of medical equipment awarded with approval from the presidency, his team had not awarded any other contract since its inception in February this year. The NDDC boss restated his unwavering commitment to the ongoing forensic audit of the commission as ordered by President Buhari in September 2019.
There are a lot of things that have gone wrong, which necessitated the president to accede to the request by the governors for a forensic audit. You cannot continue doing things the same way and expect results. We need to find out what are these problems, and these things need to be corrected. The recommendations have to be implemented. People have to refund monies, or people have to go and complete projects. And the entire Niger Delta region will benefit from that.
The Niger Delta Development Commission was established some 20 years ago in response to the clamor for even and rapid development in Nigeria's oil-rich region. Its transformation under the Buhari government is to reposition it to deliver on its mandate after many years of maladministration and mismanagement of the intervention agency.
Inside the Niger Delta,